In today's episode, I'm going to answer a critical question. How much should you charge? If you're a service provider, a coach, selling courses, ebooks, I know that you just keep jumping to 27, 47, 97, but I'm sure that there has to be the question what to charge, and I'm going to talk about it today and how to make sure that people happily pay your price. I'm on a mission to teach coaches and entrepreneurs how to make more, work less, hire their funnel, and let the funnel do the work. If you're ready, join me on Monetize with Marcus podcast. Now, in today's episode, welcome back. I'm sorry. Look at me walking in without saying hello, cat, dog. That's what my aunt used to say. Welcome back to today's episode of Monetize with Marcus podcast. You already know who your host is. I thought about it the other day. I was like, it's kind of I teach people how to monetize online, like Business Blueprint. I was like, man, Monetize with Marcus is kind of like a selfish podcast. Like my name on it, but the Oprah Winfrey show. Okay, enough of that. Here's my point. Here's my point in all of this. I think that sometimes we're afraid to fully embrace our brand, our image, our likeness. So we look at it when other people are doing it, but we don't really embrace the value of what we have to offer, what we bring to the marketplace. And that's kind of what I'm going to talk about today when we're talking about how much to charge. So here's my story. I love podcasts. You get to tell a story, you get to talk a little bit. So here's what happened. I fly a whole lot. In the last month, man, at least 10 flights just all over the place. And of course, you start getting used to flights being delayed, flights being canceled. I actually missed a flight for the first time in a long time. It wasn't my fault. It was a certain somebody. But here's my point. In the airport, people happily pay $5, $6 for a bottle of water without a second thought. I'm talking about I ordered a burger. I'm talking about, that's it, a burger. Burger was like $18, upcharge for everything. So for a burger, I'm going to talk about the burger, then I'm going to talk about the time we did the sandwiches. And my lady's in here, so she'll remember. Remember we did the sandwich and the chips before we caught the flight? It was Russian.
The burrito bowl?
No, the sandwiches, the ham and cheese that was running late. So let me talk about it. So I get a burger. And I get a bottled water, and I'm looking at the grand total of $20 for a burger and bottled water. Another time we're in the airport, and I'm going somewhere with this story. We're running late for the flight. We're both starving. So we stop. We grab a sandwich apiece, a bag of chips, and a bottled water. And it was almost like $40-something. All right? And it hit my head. In no other environment could they charge me this amount of money. The environment and the convenience of the environment, they've normalized overcharging you, whether it's a sporting event, whether it's football game, basketball game, airplane. You're accustomed to paying more for the same items you would pay less for. Now, here's my point in all of this. As a business owner, you do not have to be the cheapest. You make the decision of what environment you create for your business of what I call luxury marketing. That does not mean that I have to have this distraction. Now, you got to be excellent. You do have to be excellent. Now, you can't charge Rolls Royce prices and you out here slanging peanuts. Like, it's wild. But you can make the decision and say, here's one of the decisions I made for my business. I don't want to work with a lot of people. I want the ability to focus my attention on a handful of people with no upsells and give them everything. Now, in order to be able to spend my committed time to a handful of people, the handful of people I serve have to pay that premium. If not, they have to be in a group setting, and it has to be where it's less touch, less resources, less provisions. But I've got clients that they don't touch an email. We write their emails. We create their course. The idea that you can come to us and be lost and borrow our intellectual property to create something from you, that's a luxury premium. We've created an environment that 3 emotions we remove for our clients. This is how we came up with pricing. We never want them to feel frustration, overwhelm, or anxiety. What is that? Frustration of, man, I don't know what to do. Overwhelm of, I got all this to do. This anxiety of what happens next. So what we constantly do, if you get an email from us, the email talks about, it'll constantly say, hey, here's what we've accomplished so far together. And you'll see on the document, your to-do list, our to-do list. So you always know what we're doing to work for you, what you have to do next, and you only do one thing at a time. But catch this. If we tell you to do something, we provide the documentation, so we remove overwhelm. Hey, record this video. Here's the script. Overwhelm is now removed because you don't have to think about what to create. Now, Because we're proactively coming up with solutions for a person, that now comes at a premium. You get what I'm saying? So if we charge less, that means we have to take more people for us to generate more revenue. So if you ever notice, why do you pay more speaking to the airport? Why do you pay more to sit first class? Because you're never going to have a middle seat. More leg room, more space. You even have a different way that you enter. Like you don't go through the same TSA line. It's a different way you enter if you're flying first class. That process of just having more space and a different customer experience it now allows them to charge more because of the experience. So I'm saying for you, how much to charge? Let's first start with what type of experience you want to provide. What environment are you creating for your clients? If you're creating an environment, a stress-free environment that makes working with you easy, makes them excited, makes it where they can truly see the value in not having to do everything, you providing something for them. Imagine the value of having an assistant that is proactive about your needs, traces your patterns, and begins to proactively say, hey, you always do things this way, so I went ahead and did this. You see the value in it. So if you are proactive and you meet with your clients, you can project for them, this is where we're going, this will be necessary, this is how we communicate. You've created an environment of excellence that makes price non-existent because they're focused on the value, not the price. That's what it's about. Creating an environment in your business that no one questions. Like, here, I'm telling you, nobody even questioned it. I would never spend $40. I hate sandwiches, like really, really hate them. And I don't eat anything cold. I don't eat cold food. It's got to be warm for me. I don't care what it is. It's so bad. I take salads, and I love a warm salad. Like if you were to take kale and spinach, it don't have to leave it crispy. Just pan fry for a second, and put warm tomato, all that in it. Like that's how I want my salad, right? I don't like nothing cold. Imagine the ability to get me to spend $40 on a sandwich and chips and a bottle of water, an environment of luxury. Now, here's what I'll say to you. Whether you're a coach, service provider, ebook, you name it, you got to ask yourself, what is the real value of art? It's subjective to the person. You can create your own market for your own pricing based on the environment you create. This is what I'm trying to get you to see. You do it all the time. Is this really worth $1,000? I'm a hotel guy. You know, we do hotels a lot. And now I got to admit, I'm real bougie with the hotels. Like, you trying to make a guest appearance in my podcast right now? Okay. Can we put a camera on her? Like, no, all right. This is my lady, everyone. Everybody say hello virtually, just in the comments. All right. Miss Charity. All right. So here's the deal. We stay at hotels a whole lot. And what I found about hotels is the same thing I can get from Motel 6 or Micro Hotel, I can get from the JW Marriott or from the Ritz-Carlton, a bed, a TV, a place to shower. Now, I can get all those same things. Why do I pay more? Like, if I go to Micro Hotel or Spring Hill Suites, they're not going to charge me for parking. But we had the JW Marriott, and it was $58 a day. I remember we was at the W. It was like $65 a day to park your car. And then you feel this feeling like, man, I got to tip y'all every time y'all pull my car out. You're like, yo, then they charge me a resort fee or destination fee. So it's $100 a day just to have my car there and just to be there on top of the room price. I'm saying this to you. You can make a decision as a business owner. Somebody will say that's wrong. It's not. It's a choice. I don't know why we as entrepreneurs, solopreneurs have made a decision of what we can and cannot do. Now, you have to create the environment, the audience, and be able to communicate that value. And people will make that decision of whether they're willing to pay it or not. So I know you were looking for, when I said how much to charge, it's a charge $7, charge $8, charge $4, charge $100, charge $1,000. You charge based on the value you provide. And I'm going to end with this. What do people pay you for? People pay you for three things. You're going to want to write this down. You're going to want to write this down. You're going to want this too. You're going to want this. Here's what people pay you for. People pay you for a solution to a problem. Let's start there. They have a problem. My hot water heater blew up. It didn't, but I'm saying that's a solution to a problem. My toilet is overflowing. I've got tooth pain. I need a way to capture my wedding. That's a solution to a problem. So that's what my TV won't work. My check engine light is on. Any of those are problems that are a solution to it. I don't have anywhere to sit. I need furniture. Solution to a problem. That's the real idea behind it. What problem can you solve for me? I've got company coming over and I don't have enough seating. Who can I rent or buy chairs from? Solution to problems. It's not the chairs, it's the solution it provides. I need a way to capture what it is that I'm doing. I'll pay for a camera. Solution to problem. Okay? That's the first thing. So you're not selling a real item, you're selling a solution to a problem. Second thing they pay you for is an answer to a question. If you're in the coaching, consulting, service-based space, people will pay you for an answer to a question that they have. Now, some would say, that I can Google that. Google only answers questions that you know to ask. So if you don't know what to ask it, you're going to get the wrong answer, and you got to spend time, effort, and attention sorting through bad information to figure out what's right, what's wrong. There is no answer key on YouTube and Google, so you don't know who's right, who's wrong. So they're paying you for a specific and quick answer to something that would take them a whole year, 2 years. Let's say the person's question is, how do I make more money? How long will it take for you to answer that question? How do I grow my business? How do I get more leads? How do I get more sales? When somebody comes to me and say, hey, I want to create a course and I want to automate my online sales, I need a sales funnel, like all these are questions. Solution to problem and questions, I can do it in 30 days. Now the person, if I ask how long you've been trying to do this, man, I've been working on such and such for 6 months. You're paying me for a solution to a problem and an answer to a question that I give you at speed. You getting that? That's the second reason people pay you. They pay you for the answer to a question. What question are you answering for someone? Somebody says, I don't know how to find a man. If you got a dating service, answer to a question. How do I get my song in front of more people? If I have a marketing and branding company to now leverage relationships to get you more exposure for your song, solution to a problem, answer to a question. Y'all following this now, right? This is what people will pay you for. Now, the more effective you can solve the problem, the better you are at answering the question, the more you can charge. And the third reason that they pay you, now this right here, Captain Carter Lake. Okay, this right here is this is where the real money is made. People will pay you top dollar to help them create a strategy for information they already know. They already have information. They're already doing it. You're helping them with a strategy to get a result using information they already have. Imagine how many people are already doing something, but they don't know how to do it at the level that they see behind their eyes. Like, I'm already singing. I'm already this. I already have a business. How do I grow it? How do I get more customers? How do I hire employees? How do I scale? They will pay you for you to take information or a skill they already have and give them a strategy to get a result from it. That's consulting. That's what the highest premium is for. What do people spend the most for? Whether they're in a master program or a doctoral program, to take information they have and create a strategy to do it better. At the highest level of payment, it is your ability that you can take anyone's raw information and give them customized strategy to get a result that you can guarantee. Ladies and gentlemen, how much should you charge? It's based on the environment. And if you're solving one of those three things, people will happily pay you. Listen, you should pay me for this podcast. This was worth every penny of your time. But now, do me one favor. I want you to tell me, what is your takeaway from this episode? You can go to monetizemarkets.com/podcast and see tons of resources, free video trainings that you can check out and learn pricing structures and things of that nature. But tag your boy. Tag me on social media at Marcus Y. Rosen. I would love to know what you got from this episode. I will see you in the next episode of Monetize with Marcus.